Public service announcement. We know what you did.
All right. What's going on, man? What's happening, man? OG Truth with the two Hertz with a Z coming with your weekend recap. We just right at 25. Excuse me, 30 minutes inside of the originators who gonna really lay it all the way down. They're gonna lay it down tonight. Jump right into it. Falcons yesterday defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 31-26. A lot of plots and subplots that was going on in this game right here. The game in a way it was good, but it was kind of weird. Because you know it showed where the Falcons looked inept at stopping the run, and it looked like Tampa. It looked like Tampa was ready to go out there and possibly defend their home field and beat us. Then we wound up jumping ahead, looking like we were ready to pull away. Then next thing you know, they got the ball, needing a touchdown to win the game, and we had to seal it. Um, I'm gonna just go ahead on and address. Go on and address the elephant in the room. Matter of fact, make sure y'all hit them buttons, man. We got Mad Mike Sports on YouTube. Mad Mike. We got Mad Mike Sports on YouTube. Coach Unchained. I got Coach Unchained. So anybody who rep Coach, man, make sure y'all hit them buttons, man. Of course, my channel Truth with a two TV, man. Make sure y'all hit them buttons, man. Like and share, subscribe, cross it over, man. Tell a friend, tell a friend. You make sure y'all holler back at the crew here. But um, I don't know what needs to be done as far as stopping the run, um, other than effort. We're not very good against the run, to me. Somebody else may see it differently, but to me, we're not very good against the run, and we need to um, tighten up on that and get it together and improve on that. We also still not getting the quarterback on the ground. I mean, we're getting back there, but we're not getting them on the ground. I mean, I don't know what else to say on that. Uh, of course, everybody's still talking about making was expecting us to make the big old splash move, the trade deadline. I don't know if that would be good or not so good for the team, but moving forward down the line, we're going to have to improve in one of those two areas if we plan on making a deep playoff run. If we plan on making a deep playoff run, we got to improve in one of those two areas. So I don't know what needs to be done, but we need to improve in one of those two areas. Also, um, our tackling is not as good as advertised. I heard the announcers said we one of the best tackling teams in the NFL. I'm like, if we are, there must be some bad tackling in the NFL because I think we missed too many tackles, especially in the backfield. Like people, we getting back there. I promise you. Like we really getting back there, but we ain't hitting no goddamn body. When we get back there, I don't know what I just see the thing about. I don't know what kind of coaching do you expect. What you expect the coaches to do? I don't. Shit. I don't know. Y'all think making a magical trade is gonna fix that? I don't know. Like the shit that I'm seeing was going on. Yeah, W- Is a magical trade gonna go? Is a magical trade gonna help it? I don't know. We getting back. We getting back there because at first, I was like, man, we can't even get to the quarterback. But we getting back there. We're not putting them on the ground. I don't know. Uh, we're in position to make tackles in open space, and we missed the tackle. What kind of trade? What we going? I don't know. Stopping the run to me is just effort. I don't know, but we found a way to win, and giving credit to them, we found a way to win. All thing I'm saying is, moving forward, we're gonna have to improve in one of those, at least one of those two areas, one of those three areas. Shit, at least one. We got to either get the quarterback on the ground, talk about it in open space. When we talk about it in open space, our run defense probably won't look as bad. So that's why like, when people say we're not we're not, I don't know, man. Mad Mike in the house. So Mad Mike said, oh, that's Iron Mike. Iron Mike. Okay. Actually, think about it. We'll face a lot of elusive quarterbacks this season. I mean, yeah. I mean, that definitely plays a part. I mean, you ain't dealing with no statue guys. Got another one. Shit. Dak is elusive. He ain't the motherfucker that's gonna take off first, but hell, he mobile enough to give us problems. And to my understanding, all their wins are on the road. I know they're 3-4. I think they didn't they just lose to San Francisco last night. But they're 3-4. But I think all three of their wins on the road, and all three of our losses are at home. So listen, folks. Let's not tie this up and bag it because we don't watch Dallas get get their ass handed to them the last. I mean, a lot this year. Let's not tie it up and bag it. Good games from Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts. I'm gonna say it like this. Okay, for once we got the good end. We got the good end of a bad call. That was a bad call. Kyle Pitts, that ball had not crossed the goal line. We got a break on that one. All right. So having said that, Kyle Pitts, that's inexcusable, bro. That's some little league, high school, 707 football type dumb shit there. That was dumb as fuck. Especially after what happened with Riddle last year in that same stadium. That was dumb as fuck. Other than that, good game, 4 catches, 91 yards, 2 touches on tight end day. Drake didn't get that many touches, but guess what? He ain't tripping. He still was out there, being a team player, making sure he getting them blocks out down the edge. Good job, Drake London. I see a chemistry building, or has built between Kurt Cochains. Start calling him Kurt Cochain. Kurt, Kurt disrespectful. Kurt talking about walking in folks trap and take it on. Boy, y'all gonna get Kirsten now security. He, but good camaraderie he's building with number one, Darnell Mooney. Um, um, what's the name getting into his bag now, man? Y'all need to start handing him his props a little bit because y'all dragging him. Y'all dragging the hell out of Robinson. So y'all need to start getting him his props a little bit. And I'm gonna start. Zach Robinson looks a whole hell of a lot better and seems to be a lot more comfortable as the play caller because I was critical of him as well. Probably not as much as others in our fan base. 100 yards exactly from Bijan. I think he had 67 on the ground, 63 on the ground, 37 in the air, touchdown in the air. Um, he's he's emerged as a top back in this league. He is a versatile back, and he is every bit worth the eighth pick. So I wasn't. Listen, I owe B. John Robinson. a huge apology because I was not with or on board with the Bijan Robinson pick, and it has panned out up to this point. Now, I still sometimes get a little annoyed when we get caught up in what I call force feeding him the ball. Force feeding him the ball does not mean if he got 100 carries. Force feeding him the ball is continuously, you know, going to him when it is not working or when the other team has caught on to what you are doing. That's what I mean by force feeding. Didn't think I would have to break that down, but you know, sometimes you got to break shit down to folks, especially those that are either predictably dumb or overly smart dummies. Um, O line pretty much. Hey, I think what Kurt got sacked maybe 2 or 3 times, but pretty much they kept him clean. Uh, I'm gonna give a game ball to Tyler Algier, and here's why. You look at his numbers, what 12 touches for 33 yards. That's not much. That's under 3 yards a carry. Tyler Algier played his 41st game last night, yesterday. Yesterday was the first time he ever fumbled in a football game, in an NFL football game. Well, I know that's the first fumble that he's lost, but I'm almost sure that's his first fumble ever. That's good to play 40 professional football games as a running back and to not fumble or lose a fumble. That's pretty good. So when he fumbled, I like, what was I gonna do? I couldn't get mad. I'm just glad they didn't fucking score a touchdown. It was a good heads up play on whoever knocked that ball out the back of the end zone. I didn't see who it was. I got to go back and watch the film. But somebody knocked that ball out the back of the end zone. Whoever did that, that was a heads up, heady play because that shit saved us. We won by 5. We won the game by 5 points. That's a different ball game. I'm glad Kirk Cousins pulled the ball down and made that 13-yard run yesterday because I needed him to show y'all that his wheels are okay. He his wheels he just slow. He run like a white boy. So when y'all be like he ain't moving or he look like he hurting when he moving, I'm not saying he don't have an ailment, but he okay. When when need to be, he'll get the hell on. Big time play yesterday from 24-3. Um, and 27, he had a, Richie Grant had a Richie Grant type game yesterday. He had a moment where you was ready to kill him, and then he had a then he had a big because he played a major part in that in in the interception by AJ Terrell. He locked that dude up, and he had to do and all AJ had to do was just really Richie played corner and AJ played safety. They kind of reversed roles, and AJ got the pick. AJ's been playing well the last couple of games. A lot of fans, expect him to be perfect. Um, you know, for a lot of you motherfuckers who expect these athletes to be perfect, I would love to talk to y'all bosses. For those of you all who have bosses, to see what type of worker you are. That shit be mind blowing. Um, Had a couple of injuries yesterday. I think Lindstrom left the game. I know Ellis had left the game. I think a couple other people left the game. So we gotta hopefully everything works itself out. We don't be too banged up when it comes to playing Dallas next week. Well, at any rate, Falcons 5-3. Um, 4-0 in the division, 5-1 in the conference. So the only motherfucker right now in the NFC that's got a tiebreaker edge over you is the Seattle Seahawks. Everybody else you don't play the National Football Conference team, you got a tiebreaker edge. You got a tiebreaker edge over everybody in your division, New Orleans, Tampa, and Carolina and Philadelphia. That's what you want. You got a tiebreaker edge over four teams in the conference. That's what you want. All right, Bulldogs was off this past weekend, so we got the Gators coming up next weekend. I don't have to worry about the Bulldogs having a letdown because it's Florida. Other than that, I would be concerned, but it's Florida, and we don't like them. They don't like us, so I expect them to go out there and play it. Hopefully, take Ratledge, their best player. Picture me saying left tackle is the best player, but should be back for the Florida game. All right, Hawks started basketball this week. Um, well, they actually, yeah, they started basketball last week because we in a new week today. Finished at 2-1. Had the first two games at home against Brooklyn and Charlotte. Two tough, hard fought games by both teams. We was able to come out on top. Um, Overall, Trey played well in the two games at home. His turnover rate is still too high for my liking, but he did play well at home. He had almost had a triple double on Friday. Um, Great games from Onyeka Okongwu in game one had 28 points off the bench. Great games from DeAndre Hunter in game two. He started had 24, 7, and 4. Last night went to OKC, played for 3.5 quarters, and just ran out of gas. You had a couple of guys out. You had Hunter pretty much resting because you don't want to beat his knee up too bad. Bogey out with hamstring, Kobe Bucket out with whatever something shoulder. So when you go to a place like that to play, you can't be half cocked. It's just that simple. That ain't making excuses because I I'm not an excuses type guy, but it is what it is. Rookie Zachary Risache has been he's had his first start last night because Drake sat out last night, but he looked well in his start. 13 points. What he had 13 points with what, 6 boards, about 2 or 3 assists. Listen, y'all relax when it comes to him. He gonna be okay. Trust me, he's gonna be okay. That kid can play. He's got unlimited potential, and he's my dark horse candidate for Rookie of the Year. Relax. He's gonna play. He's gonna be getting starters minutes, even if he's not necessarily starting. He's gonna be okay. Another pleasant surprise, guy who came in the Dejounte Murray trade, Dyson Daniels. I want y'all to, if you haven't seen the house, y'all gonna love this kid when you watch him. All right. He got a high motor, very active hands on the defensive side. He helps Trey. He's another guy to help Trey. So that's going to take a little bit of the pressure of DeAndre Hunter. That's another guy to help Trey out there. Real good active hands. I think he had 5 steals in game one against Brooklyn. Played tenacious defense. Played Shea Gilgeous-Alexander well last night. Shea scored 30, but only 7 of those 30 were on him when he was guarding um, Shea without a switch. So he's a pretty pleasant surprise as well. Clint Capella, he's on. Listen, Clint got more days behind him than doing in front of him, and guess what? His numbers gonna start to decline. The only issue that I have as a Hawks fan is Yeka Kongu. They want to give him the starting position, but he can't stay healthy. Hell, he's out tonight. So I don't know how they're gonna figure that out, but you know, they're trying to give it to Onyeka. He gotta want it. A lot of people right now busting Jalen Johnson's balls because he just got the nice little contract and all that stuff there, and he's not playing well. I'm gonna say two things to that. First of all, I honestly, as a fan, I really don't give two shits about what goes in an athlete's pocket. Now, what I will mention, or what I will talk on is this person is taking up on the salary cap. So, what I'm gonna say to this is uh, a lot of people are complaining about. Well, it's a lot of Hawks fans that's saying, well, he's still developing. Okay, that's fine for him to still develop because I'm all for development, but don't pay nobody while you're developing them. And I think that's what one of the Hawks fans, brother by the name of Gerald Charleston, he got a major issue with that. And it ain't about, it ain't about crabbing on or shitting on or whatever. Look, you can't pay motherfuckers while they develop because what if they don't never get developed? So I mean, it's just. But he's struggling right now, but I think he's gonna come around. Just be a little. We got to be patient as fans. Been getting spot minutes from David Roddy, Garrison Matthews, Vic Creechy. Vic Creechy is pretty much in the regular rotation. Vic Creechy is pretty much guy with left 6'6", 6'7", close to 6'8". Got left. He's a white chocolate type, a ball handler. And if y'all remember white chocolate, that's Jason Williams. He got a little white chocolate in him. He's got an okay shot. He plays okay defense. He's not gonna kill you while he's out there on the floor. And he got a little, he got a little hot dog in him. He got a little flash, a little flare to his game. For those who haven't seen Vic Creechy. Garrison Matthews, for those who haven't seen Garrison Matthews, Garrison pretty much a guy who come off the bench, just a spot up 3-point shooter, got a decent body, can guard four positions, 1 through 4. He's a little wild, get a little clumsy at times, so he's gonna cause him to be in foul trouble. Wound up finished the year last year, number 1 in the East and number 3 overall in 3-point percentage. So that lets you know he can shoot, he will draw fouls, and he's an extra body out there. You don't expect the difference making type shit out of him. Just whatever you get out. He's one of them guys that whatever he give you is a bonus. Roddy to me just see, Roddy, he's the guy that, what we used to call back in the day, he's just a hooper. He don't do nothing great, but he ain't bad at nothing either. You know, so he's just a hooper. So um next week I'm going to address a major elephant in the room when it comes to the Atlanta Hawks, and I think you all may know what it is, but we just inside of 4 minutes before the originators come on and do what they do, man. Y'all get ready, man, and welcome the crew, man, Mike, uh, the therapist, Six Man K Styles, and the Don. I'm your man, OG Truth with a two, Hurts with a Z. We'll be back Thursday, bringing back my wrestling, baby. I'ma holler at y'all.